Hello, I'm Tim Conrad with the Cariboo Regional District. I'm the Public Information Officer. I'm here with Mike McCulley with the BC Wildfire Service, here to get an update on what is going on in the Fire Centre today.
Hi, thanks Tim. So I'll start with a little bit of an overview on the Fire Centre and then something about the weather. Just some updates for you. Within the Cariboo Fire Centre area, we have now had over 440,000 hectares of land consumed by fire. That's an area approximately 7.5 times the size of the City of Toronto. We have 72 aircraft on contract within the Fire Centre, plus others as needed from other areas, and we are running about 1,700 plus ground crews and support staff on these fires. Those crews are from 2 different continents, 4 different countries, and many different provinces. So quite a large effort going on in the Cariboo Fire Centre area. The weather forecast is the same as I've been talking about, generally hot, dry conditions. Little less chance for gusty winds tonight, which is great news. We are going to see warmer temperatures this evening, up into the 10 to 14 degree range for the overnight low, so that will cause some increased fire behavior through the night. The humidities will be slightly higher, which is helpful, but there is a chance of lightning in the forecast for tomorrow. 20% if you're in the eastern part of the Cariboo Fire Centre area, and 30% as you move out west. So certainly some challenges again with the weather. Throw a little bit of lightning into the mix, and our crews are going to be on high alert, watching very closely for those things.
I just want to make sure that I thank everybody that's they've sent their family members here to help us out. We can't thank you enough for all the support to the Cariboo region. It's just amazing to see the amount of people from all over the country, multiple continents. There's just so many people there, and thank you so much to all those families that are left at home without their family members, and we really do appreciate them. So tell us about those close to Williams Lake, those fires that are close to Williams Lake, and an update on those.
Sure, I'll start with those ones close to Williams Lake, and then I'll branch out to a few fires from the rest of the Fire Centre. So we know that the White Lake fire is still sticking inside the perimeter, and we're happy today to announce that fire is now considered 40% contained. Again, it hasn't grown much in the last few days. The Wildwood fire, same story, still within the perimeter, and we are calling that fire now 20% contained, so we're making headway. In the Wildwood fire perimeter area, though, we are going to see large columns of smoke for several days and weeks to come. This is not unusual. This is about pockets of unburned fuel within that perimeter of the fire. Folks need to be aware of that. We appreciate when they call in new wildfires, but if they're calling in those smokes, it just takes our resources away as they go and look. We can assure you that our crews are very close to these fires. They're monitoring the columns and watching them closely, but we do like to let those pockets of fuels burn off. So that's what folks are seeing specifically in the Wildwood fire area. Again, 20% containment on that fire. As for the Spoken Lake fire, similar story. Lots of unburned fuel within the area of that fire. We have gained 20% containment on that fire as well. And folks are going to see smoke in that area as well. I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the fires out west. We know that the Hansville fire had significant growth again yesterday. The Precipice fire continues to grow northwards, but we can tell you that Highway 20 is open at this time. And if you're looking for more info on that, you can check drivebc.ca. But even though that fire is growing north, the highway remains open for now. The Elephant Hill fire continues to be a challenge. The Elephant Hill fire is now over 110,000 hectares in size. It's growing to the north, east, and west, and of course also to the south down towards Clinton, where it continues to challenge the Trans-Canada Highway. We know there are some closures and restrictions on highways 97 and 99, so again, check drivebc.ca if you're traveling that way. Very challenging fire for our crews, and we're going to keep putting our best foot forward. Up in the Chilcotin area, in the Quesnel Lake area, the 2 fires that are most visible, the Grain Creek fire and the Abbott Creek fire, we are engaging our structural protection unit counterparts from the Office of the Fire Commissioner. As I've said, we continue to do assessments on those properties and set up sprinkler systems and water delivery systems as we need. And we are working closely with our industry partners to try to get some containment on some of those fires. The Grain Creek fire is approximately 100 hectares in size, and the Abbott Creek fire is just under 2 hectares in size. So that's the general update on the fires within the Cariboo Fire Centre, Tim.
Excellent. So just to be very clear, Highway 20 is open in both directions. It is within the order area, but it is open in both directions. And you can always refer to drivebc.ca for any updates on highway conditions and any closures that might be out there. So next up, the off-road vehicle restriction is in place. Where and why is that in place?
Certainly. So the off-road vehicle restriction is in play within the Cariboo Fire Center area, the Kamloops Fire Center, and also the Southeast Fire Center. And frankly, the reason is just to severely decrease the risk of any more human-caused fires. We just don't have the ability and resources to go and deal with those. Again, it takes away from our opportunities to manage the large fires that we already have going on. Fuels are very dry. Off-road vehicles throw off a lot of heat. The mufflers and exhaust systems get hot. The brakes get hot. As you travel through the dry fuels underneath, you can cause fires. So that's generally the reason. If people are found being in contravention of this restriction, there is a $767 fine that they may face. But more significantly, if you were to start a wildfire and are found guilty of that, you could be held responsible for the fire suppression costs. And those are not small. Fire suppression is a very expensive activity, and we certainly wouldn't want you to have to face that. Finally, I would say that August is traditionally the busiest part of our fire season, so once again, we just can't afford to have people out dealing with these potentially human-caused fires, hence the need for the off-road vehicle restriction.
Absolutely. So yeah, resources are stretched. Please take heed to any of these warnings that are out there. Please, listen to the off-road vehicle restrictions and any other restrictions that are in place, because it's very important so that we don't have any new fires out there. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow with another daily update. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Thank you.